In Maharashtra, we are tracking NCP leader, senior leader rather, Jayant Patil, who has arrived at the ED office. Remember, he is being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate in charges of alleged irregularities in the IL&FS story. We'll bring you more context on what the money laundering case is. But first, let's very quickly play out for you what it is that he had to say as he arrived there.
मुझे जो नोटिस भेजी है उसमें कोई सब्जेक्ट लिखा नहीं है, लेकिन वहाँ एक फाइल नंबर है मुझे लिखा है और QR कोड दिया है। उसमें IL&FS का उल्लेख है, जिसके बारे में मुझे कोई मालूमात नहीं है। कोई कभी मेरा IL&FS से संबंध नहीं आया है। तो वो क्या जानना चाहते हैं मुझे मालूम नहीं। मैं ये तय किया हूँ कि जो भी उनको जानकारी चाहिए उनको सहकार्य करूंगा, कोऑपरेट करूंगा। एज अ लॉ अबाइडिंग सिटीजन मेरी ये जिम्मेदारी है कि उनके सारे सवालों को जवाब दूं।
All right, remember, with this set of summons, Jayant Patil has become the 5th senior NCP leader to face possible action from central agencies. They'd actually sent summons to the 60-year-old a little while ago. And this was just days after he was seen shedding tears on the dais as NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar made his announcement that he would step down. Remember, that's an announcement he didn't actually follow through on. But my colleague Yesha with us right now to bring us more context. Yesha, before we go into more questions, first just give us a quick summary of what the ED is alleging is Patil's role in this case. It's a little confusing because it of course also involves Raj Thackeray, who comes from a very different party. Give us a little context of the case first, then we'll ask you more questions.
So here the case that we talk about is the case of IL&FS, wherein this company went bankrupt in 2018, following which in 2019 there were certain allegations which were raised. There were several private companies in Mumbai also, which are also an international company, which were being questioned and raided in this case. Now it's been alleged that there's been money laundering which has been done through IL&FS to various such private companies, wherein when you speak of Raj Thakray's role, he was being questioned for his company Kohinoor, when it was said that there were certain transactions that were made between IL&FS and Raj Thakray's company. Now here, when it comes to Jayant Patil, the allegations are that there were some commissions that changed hands, and which is why Jayant Patil rules is being questioned regarding companies that he holds. This is the only information that the ED has brought forth, and which is where we saw that when Jayant Patil was himself speaking to media just a while back before he could enter the Enforcement Directorate office, he said that the only mention that was there in the file that was sent to him regarding summons was the case number and no other details. However, he would adhere to all the summons that have been sent to him and would also cooperate with the investigation. So the only information that ED has sent and shared right now is that there were commissions that changed hands when it comes to IL&FS with Jayant Patil's company. And when you speak of Raj Thackeray, there were certain money laundering aspects with his company that was also being investigated. So now Jayant Patil would be questioned about the role of his company with IL&FS. Now after 2018, since 2019 this case came to forth, there were various FIRs that were registered with SFIO as well as EOW in Mumbai as well as Delhi, which is where ED also took over this case and has been investigating this. There was a stay that was given by judiciary, but after that we saw that these private companies that we are talking about in Mumbai were raided just 10 days back, and Jayant Patil was issued summons. Now it is possible that there is a link of Jayant Patil to these private companies which were being raided 10 days back, and there was simultaneous summon. Jayant Patil obviously sought 10 days of time, and which is where today now he's appeared before the Enforcement Directorate.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to ask you, Yesha, many experts pointed out that the ED summons actually came days after Jayant Patil emerged as a top contender in the NCP power tussle. NCP is obviously a key opposition to the BJP in Maharashtra. How much bite, Yesha, according to experts, are there in this case against Jayant Patil? Essentially, how much weight, according to experts, does this case actually have?
So like we saw when there was when the summons were issued to Raj Thackeray, there was just one summon. He was there. He adhered to the investigation, following which there was no follow-up to that case. When it comes to this, because there's a limited information that is available out here, there are of course political questions that have been raised, just like how you've mentioned. Even right now, just a while back while we were speaking to several NCP spokesperson, they said that this was this was a vendetta that was being given against them. They in fact mentioned several other NCP leaders who were earlier summoned by ED. We currently see even Nawab Malik, who a top NCP leader, is still in jail. He was arrested a year back. Now the dramatic visuals that came in from outside NCP office was similar to what we had seen for Nawab Malik as well. So here, with the limited information that's available, there is no mention of any kind of companies of Jayant Patil as of now. ED has of course given some limited information out, but that is of course because it's a scope of investigation. It's only as per the investigation is when we'll understand whether Jayant Patil actually holds any kind of a role when it comes to this IL&FS scam.
Thank you, Yasha. So Hassan Mushrif, Nawab Malik, Anil Deshmukh and Ajit Pawar, these are the NCP leaders who are already under central agency scanners. Let's move on from this story now.